We're making pork, peppers, and onion kebabs on the Roto Q360. I started by making my own rub inspired by Italian sausage with fennel seeds, red pepper flakes, black pepper, and kosher salt. I like to grind it using a mortar and pestle because it gives a variation to the grind that I think adds depth of flavor and texture, but you can use a spice grinder or pre-ground. Next, I used my kitchen ruler to cut my boneless pork roast into 1.5-inch cubes. It's important to cut these uniformly as possible so that the meat is evenly cooked. Then, I evenly coated it with all of the rub and set it aside while I cut my peppers and onions. I used a variety of bell peppers for color and sweet onions. I also ended up cutting them a little bigger, closer to 2 inches, because they're much thinner, and if you cut them too small, they can easily break on the skewer. I dressed these with about 2 teaspoons of olive oil, 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, but always seasoned to your taste. Then it was time to build the kebabs, and I was careful to make sure that each piece of pork was sandwiched between a piece of pepper and a piece of onion. Then I secured them into the skewer holder on the Roto Q360 and put them on my standard kettle grill. Since grilling does not provide as consistent cooking conditions as a conventional oven, which I also could have used here, I always have to adjust for that day's conditions. So I did end up removing the drip tray and even put the lid on for a while, such that it was, to compensate for the very cool breeze that day. It took about 45 minutes until they were done to perfection. We serve them on good Italian rolls, just like a sausage and pepper sandwich. So yum! I hope you'll try them. Happy eating!